Linemen, you big, beautiful, most important guys on the field. I just love you to death. Let's talk about pass pro today. We're going to be looking at half slide protection. And all this means is that the tackle and the guard and the center to the call side, in this case, we'll make a Louis call, so that's left, are going to kick step on the snap of the ball to the call side gap. The tackle will kick step looking to the C gap. The guard will kick step looking to the B gap. And the center will kick step to the play side A gap. You three are going to be responsible for these three. Most of the time, the defender in or above the gap pre-snap is going to be the defender in that gap post-snap. However, the half slide makes it easy to account for stunts and blitzes, etc. Whatever defender threatens your call side gap is a defender that you're going to be responsible for. In this pre-snap scenario, the center is going to have the nose, and the guard will be helping with the nose, but looking to the Sam. Now, if the nose stunts to B gap and the Sam blitzes A, that's an easy switch because the guard knows that he is responsible for the defender in the B gap, and the center knows that he is responsible for the defender in the A gap, call side. The guard and tackle opposite the call will lock on man with the two remaining defenders. In this case, the 3-tech and the right side defensive end. A switch can be handled one of two ways. You can pass them off, or you can stay with your man. I prefer passing defenders off, but that's a decision that can be made based off of your preference and abilities once we get going. Now, as it stands right now, we have 5 offensive linemen accounting for 5 defenders, the 4 down linemen and the Sam linebacker. The unaccounted defender on the man side, the linebacker in this case, the Mike, is accounted for by the quarterback. You guys have enough to do. It's about time that the quarterback do something. Am I right? Now, the most important thing that you have to remember is that you put distance between yourselves and the defenders, and there's 2 major reasons behind this thinking. First, the average time it takes a defender to defeat a lineman after contact is approximately a second. The lineman is at a distinct disadvantage because the defender has a 3-way go, and he can see what's happening behind you. The longer it takes for him to engage is the longer we have to throw the ball. Second, by putting distance between yourselves and the defenders, this will allow for stunts and twists to happen in front of you, giving you time to react, and it negates the purpose of the stunts. If you can get 4 kick steps in, that's shifting the advantage in our favor. The big thing is in pass protection, you're always looking for work. Let's look at a less ideal situation for you linemen in which maybe the nose is opposite the call side. So in this case, you can see the center is going to be looking to play side A, but this is a tough block for this locked on man. The center will kick step a little less left, keeping his eyes on the Sam linebacker, but working to help the man side guard with the nose, reaching out, extending his right arm, looking to help with the double team. He can disengage if the backer comes, but if the backer gets into a drop, we're going to have a nice double team in the middle of the pocket. The same can be said of a 3-man surface. The center will take less of a kick step left. His eyes will still be on the A-gap threat, which in this case is the Mike, who's directly over the call side A-gap, reaching with his right arm to help the man side guard with the nose. He can always disengage if the Mike comes, but if not, we've got a nice double team again in the middle of the pocket. Now, if we face a team that is really active and we're having trouble with the double teams, we can always make an adjustment to a rodeo, or in this case, lasso call. And all that does is it extends the slide by 1 more player. In this case, you can see that the man side guard, who's highlighted, instead of locking on man, he will also take a slide to the call side. So with rodeo, ends in O, or lasso, in this case it's diagrammed, also ends in O, only the outside opposite is locked on man. In this case, the right side tackle and the defensive end. The rodeo, or in this case lasso slide, allows us to account for any stunts, twists, blitzes that can happen. Nothing changes for the QB. He still has responsibility for that 6-man unaccounted defender in the box, in this case now, the Sam linebacker. So there it is. Louis, Roger, pass pro, with an adjustment to lasso or rodeo if there's an odd man front or a lot of stunts or blitzes. You guys are the reason that we're going to be able to spin it and tear teams up.